the training for digital jobs has actually commenced.
That's right.
EcoBank has actually committed to employing 3,000 people.
That's fine.
These are all
we'll come to those other issues.
It is happening.
Let's rope in the minority chief with the Honorable Mohammed Mubarak and pick his reaction on that. Honorable Ursla, you are on hold for now. It appears the Honorable Ursla Owusu doesn't agree to the fact that most of the programs are already in motion, and those that have been announced, they've been announced for a while and they have not taken off. She doesn't agree with me on that. But do you share that same view, or you have a different view?
I disagree with you completely. I mean, I was so excited when I heard you ask her about promises. Look at what I wrote. I wrote state of promises. Midway in the speech, I wrote that because virtually he was just talking as if he was on a campaign trail, still making promises, instead of him to be telling us what exactly he's been able to do in 2017. The president wasted all the time just talking about what he was going to do. I mean, if the president is telling you that what he did promise last year about the election of DC, even the referendum, he's not talking about it happening in 2019. Go and look at their manifesto.
To save costs.
And in last year, he said it, that in 2018, we're going to have this amendment changed so that it will go together. Now he's saying that the amendment of the Constitution is rather going to be with this assembly, which is 2019. So when do you really think, within his 4 years, that the DCs will be elected? I mean, that's exactly what we are saying. He talked about discussions about a BOT to take the Western Corridor Road. Discussion. 1 year in office, you are still doing discussion. He talked about the Eastern Corridor and talking about contractors. And we said that if you had paid the contractor, you remember as part of his speech, he said that they have paid substantially contractors. I hope contractors who are listening to us will really, really marvel that president is telling the whole nation that substantial amount of the outstandings of contractors have been paid. Because I can tell you, my sister, very little of it has been done. You remember that in up to the 2016 election, one of the main campaign tool for the MPP was about sole sourcing and restricted tendering. I was so excited when the president was talking about in 2016 there were about 800 plus sole sourcing and about 592 restricted tendering. He forgot to tell, I'm just giving the benefit of that, I forgot to tell Ghanaians how many contracts in all went through in 2016. Now, even with the abysmal performance in terms of contract, because when you go around the country, everybody will agree with me, virtually very little is seen happening. Even with the very little seen, he is telling everybody that 200 sole sourcing happened. When their campaign was that there shall be no sole sourcing, he's telling us that, look at their manifesto, it's there. Now he's telling us that 200 sole sourcing happened and over 300 restricted tendering happening in 2017 alone. Then if they move to a level where we got to in terms of contract, then if we are not careful, we are going to see thousands of sole sourcing and thousands of restricted tendering. Believe me, my sister, it was more about promises. More about promises. Because when he talked about teacher trainee, I was so excited. Look at even this year's budget. Precisely paid 184. They are using Get Farm money to pay teachers' allowance. With a greater respect. Even a class 1 chap can easily do that. If it is simply avoiding.
Did you do it?
Oh, I gave you a lot of respect. When you were talking, I kept crying. Get Farm money.
Make his point, then you react.
Yes. Get Farm money. They are supposed to be used for classroom blocks, for infrastructure. Now it's used to pay teachers. If it is this amount of taking infrastructure and paying people so that they will spend that money, any government, even a class 1 chap, if we give it the economy, can easily do. Simply take all the money and buy toffee. Class 1 chap will simply do that, so he will lick the toffee. Look, if you look at this, the economy that he was talking about, that the economy had grown. it is shocking that the non-oil GDP of 2016 stands at 5.0.
But manufacturing has been doing well. You were recording negatives at your time. It's now positive, isn't it?
Where are the real numbers? Look, the real group, non-oil, in 2016 was 5.0. This year, 2017, non-oil, 4.8. You say that the economy has grown? No. The economy has not grown because look, you don't determine anything in the oil. You don't determine the price.
Should we ignore the manufacturing sector? Really part of the real economy.
You and I are here. Last year, if you could, listen, when you were talking, I didn't agree with you, but I kept quiet. Last year, in the State of the Nation, he promised all of us that by the close of 2017, 50 of the industries, one diesel, one factory will come up. I thought that at least honesty will have let him report to us one or two at that, because zero.
The president has announced that
it's not about the youth job. I was expecting that in the State of the Nation, last year, remember, he told us he was in the hurry to create jobs for the youth. I was expecting that he would tell us that, oh, I've created 100. He was silent on it because he knew he had done nothing. This builders' corps has not even started. We are talking about State of the Nation as of 2017.
Okay.
He's talking about what he's going to do. Builders' corps are going to pay them 500 less than the next
Honorable Muntaka, I think you've made some salient points. Let's allow the Honorable Owusu to react to some of the things you said. And
unfortunately, I would have been very surprised if he had come to say that indeed the president has done well. Because it's typical that in opposition, you have to rubbish everything that is right under your nose. Even he would have to admit that the improvement in the indices as indicated by the president are remarkable. You will marvel at it. And so, I'm not surprised that he's saying he had nothing. And unfortunately, all the facts that he claims to have put out are non-factual and are wrong. And I challenge you to do a fact check. Check whether indeed the president in the State of the Nation address last year said that we will build 50 factories. He never said that in the State of the Nation. And when it comes to the builders' corps, that was in the 2018 budget. So you cannot expect him in reporting on the State of the Nation in 2017 to say that the builders' corps has created 100,000 jobs when they intend to do that in 2018. Let's not make apples with oranges. When you look at the performance of the economy in 2017, it is a far cry from what they bequeathed to us. We don't want to continue crying over spilled milk. There's too much work for us to do to clean up their mess, that we will not continue to focus on their mess, but we will tell the Ghanaian people that we promised free SHS and we have delivered. 90,000 more children are in school this year.
And I hope you have seen the dormitories that they are sleeping in, the kind of dining halls that they are having.
90,000 more children are in school this year.
Right.
Than they were
on
in
TV.
Let her make a point. She was quiet when you were speaking. Let her make. We were taking a close remark.
More children are in school because of free education than they were in 2016, and the people can feel it and they can see it. Health insurance fund,
right?
The debt you bequeathed has been paid. The road sector, we have saved this country 5.4 billion of dubious debt that you were going to, claim we owed to contractors that we were supposed to pay. If we hadn't done that audit, the nation would have lost $5.4 billion.
All right.
That saving will be applied to building more schools, improving more health facilities, improving our road infrastructure. The Eastern Corridor road, that in their green book they make so much propaganda about, has turned out to be non-existent, and I have been on it, and it is an eyesore.
Okay.
Ghanaians deserve better.
Okay.
Let's say briefly, I mean, what she was talking about, the so-called fictitious road road over expenditure, repetition, and what have you. Let's just ask, who submitted those claims to Minister of Finance? They did. Was it that they thought that a government has changed, so they were going to connive to resubmit bills so that it could pass, or it was part of their propaganda strategy to submit bills that do not exist so that they can audit it and say that some duplication has happened? Look, they talk about all the economic indices are pointing in the right direction. I hope the honorable people will talk to that. Go and ask those in Abosoka. When the last 2017 budget was read, they were jubilating. Kumasi magazine, they were jubilating. Go find out from them whether everything is going on. Go and find out from the taxi drivers, the trotro drivers. Go and find out from our market women, the ordinary citizens of our country. They are still talking about things they will do instead of telling us what they've been able to do. One dam, one village. One village, one dam. Did you hear him say that it is going to start this year? Didn't you hear him talk about even the National Health Insurance funding gap? They are going to do something about it. 1 year is gone. They are still talking about things that should have already happened. But ask the ordinary citizen of our country on the street whether everything is pointing in the right direction. But I strongly think that the president, maybe when the next time he gets the opportunity to come to the house to give us the state of the nation, he should be telling us what he has been able to do.